You think good at it? Oh, that's a fan word.
Well, let's watch golf. How's Jeffrey doing?
Oh, I leave. I'm gonna go see how he's doing. I checked on this morning. He was sleeping still.
Oh,
He was breathing, so I left him alone.
oh. Oh, he's in our thoughts and prayers. He got it. Three-way tie for first. Biggest bum in the world. I can't believe he missed it.
I'm the two-way tie now.
They gotta be northerners playing on the beach in this weather.
That's gotta be in England or something like that. That's not here in the United States.
Where is this tournament anyway? What course?
I have no clue.
Oh,
Joining us now is Scotty Scheffler. Thank you for staying in these elements for just a little bit longer with us. You said earlier in the week that
They're at
ability
Pebble
to limit
Beach.
mistakes comes down to controlling your golf ball.
That
How
ain't
hard is it to control your
England.
golf ball in conditions like this today?
Yeah, it's pretty challenging. The rain definitely adds another element to it, and the heavy winds that we get coming off the ocean. It's a bit different than a lot of the stuff we see all year, but I think it's a fun change of pace. And I don't know how you can describe today as fun, but parts of it were definitely fun. It's definitely something new than the same stuff we see every week. So it was an interesting day to say the least.
That final stretch is playing 28 over par, I think, today, and you were 2 under on that final stretch. As you look forward to tomorrow, you're very much in this thing. What are the keys for you to get into the winner's circle?
Yeah, it was nice to kind of stay in it there. It was such a tough day out there. I knew that guys were going to be struggling, and so I just did my best to kind of hang in there, even though I wasn't really playing my best, and was fortunate to finish with 2 birdies, the nice wedge shot into 18. So good momentum going into tomorrow. We'll see how the leaders do coming in, but I should have an outside chance to get it done.
Lastly, I think it'd be remiss not to ask you how your hand is holding up. You were just showing me the scar. It looks like it's healing nicely, but what does that feel like for you in competition?
It feels good. I pushed myself really hard last week to get ready for this week. I think the worst case scenario for me would have been coming back.
Yeah, even golfers get injured in sports.
It would have been definitely worst case scenario to do that on the road. And so when I felt good enough and I got the clearance from my doctor, I really pushed myself hard last week to do a lot more than I normally would, hit a lot of balls to kind of get the body ready, get my hand ready, and make sure that I wasn't going to have a setback. And kept getting better each day, and feels good this week. And so looking forward to hopefully having a meet-free year.
There we go. No one's ever accused an athlete of coming back too late. So well done. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Omega and Scotty. And this being a signature event, the second of the year, that was Shane Lowry's signature type shot out of the bunker there at 17. Beautifully played. Back up the hill to strike on 14.
Up the hill the entire way. 231 takes that nasty bunker out of play.
And he found the body fluid in there.
They should tell us what club they're using. Well, no, it's not listed on the screen, though.
Nice sound there.
He's a good rhythm to copies. It looks like he's trying to belt the ball.
Let's it gather on the backside. You mentioned the little 9. He's got that little leg kick going when he hits a good one.
Yeah, I like that look. A few players have done that. Tiger did that.
Will they bring a speed camera to tell us how fast a ball is flying?
Highway 1 down the coast of Big Sur. Kickstand. Go. Let's go down. Again. Don't look at the long. Look at where you want to go.
But you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more.
I got this. You are unstoppable.
Here's where I want to go. Great, let's get started. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking.
They got a lot of fines coming up from the NFL with the referees that was refereed the Kansas City Buffalo game.
Yeah, they made some real bad calls that game.
Yeah, there some real bad calls going on.
What? Somebody's suing them?
Well, Cadell, the commissioner, is fining some of the referees for calls.
For making bad calls.
Yeah.
So much for coffee. You couldn't possibly hurt me more than you already have.
Don't try me.
Like the one call that they had,
So
we gave the Kansas City their first goal when they had
Jim White Toyota is Northwest Ohio's
The Bills
largest line new car Toyota dealer.
talked about it. When they went down, the other guy, Kansas City guy, grabbed it and hit the ground, and he didn't have control of it. It bounced on the ground, but they gave it to Kansas City because they said he talked about it, and he didn't have control of the ball, so he bounced on the ground first when he went down. They fined the referee for that one.
If you're a golfer, you can golf a lot more fun.
But
You're
they-
playing well.
Kansas City gets all the break.
To help you do just that. Our expert fitters and comprehensive fitting process pairs you with the perfect
Yeah,
fit for
well,
your whether you're trying to hit more fairways.
what do you think? Did they pay off the ref?
I don't know, but
I mean, I finished my bottle of vodka that night, and I missed the game, so I don't know what happened. But I came to, like, as the game was ending, and I must admit, I slept through the whole thing, and I saw the after party, whatever that was, out on the field. And I mean, the Kansas City guy, whoever that was talking all kinds of trash. And that didn't sit real well with me. Now, I think that whoever the quarterback is, I forget who that is. Mahomes, whatever his name is. Yeah, he actually had some good things to say about the other team. Because I kind of always felt, you got to be a gracious winner.
Swing the perfectionist who get just the way to look out for chance of back-to-back Eagles. The 14th. Speaking of the Eagles, here's Russell Henley.
Very nice, Ian.
But whoever that was talking the trash. I didn't like that.
AT&T is celebrating 40 years of connecting at Pebble Beach. For every birdie made at Pebble Beach's iconic 17th hole this
Well, we got a Super Bowl party lined up. I just got invited today. I saw Nicotine Sue on Facebook.
Who makes the 40th birdie of the week at the 17th.
And now she's a diehard Browns fan. She knows everything about the Browns.
Well, they need a lot of help. The Bills need a lot. The Bills won't even be back where they were this year. The last couple of years.
Didn't they lose a lot of players?
The Bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're losing a lot of players. Yeah, two guys that
And
are
that coaching change too?
not really right now, but they two guys that are going to resign because it's too much money. And a lot of guys are going to walk because they're free agents and they're going to go someplace else.
That's yours today.
We're going to have to rebuild really hard. They're really going to have to grab the free agency, and they're going to have to get some big. The only thing wrong with the Bills, their lines are too small. They have to get big guys in their line.
Pretty respectable. Easy from a steep upslope like that.
They're fast and they're good, but they're not big enough. That's like Philadelphia. Even though Kansas City is a 2-point favorite.
No. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. I like sports and everything. But this doesn't sit well with me how you gotta pay money to watch the games.
Oh yeah, I would never watch. I would never pay for it. That's all it is now. You want to watch a certain game, you gotta pay for it. You know, why should I pay?
Well, it's a real problem, Joe. I mean, I haven't been following sports this year because of it. And I don't know who's on what team or what.
It's like Monday Night Football. You want to watch Monday Night Football, you got to order the NFL package to watch Monday Night Football. Thursday Night Football, you can get the first game on TV, or the second game you're going to pay for it.
Just what he needed.
It's like, you know, why should we be paying for, you know, everybody buys hats, the t-shirts, the sweatshirts, the hoodies, and everything else. They get all the revenue from that shit. You know, so if you want to watch the game, well, you got to order some Peacock or NFL, or you got to pay for it.
This is as complete as I've seen Rory look. T3 green.
Or you have to go to the bar to watch it because they have it on the bar, but
It's also for 64.
if you go to the bar, you got to pay $1 more a beer because
I don't know. I noticed you're wearing your Michigan hoodie, and you know, my sister's a die-hard Buckeye fan because she met her husband at Ohio State.
yeah, I'm not a
So I mean, no, you're not from the area, but yeah, that's a real big rivalry game around here. The Buckeye Wolverine game.
I know Lisa's son-in-law, Scott. Well, I went with the Michigan game with him. He's got season tickets. And it's phenomenal what they do. It's like, I went to the game, they had tailgate party. We got there, the game didn't start till like 3 o'clock, I think. 4 o'clock. And they had fucking canopies set up, barbecues going, all kinds of shit. It was cold. It wasn't really cold, but it was cold.
Now, I never been to the Horseshoe or the Big House.
Oh, the big house was, you know, I was kind of surprised. They said how the big house was so wonderful, and I really wasn't impressed by it.
Yeah.
You know, it holds 100,000 fans, but you know, it was clean. It was nice looking, but I'll tell you one thing: it's very, very expensive. I took $200 out of the bank. I have money. I went there, and I had money on my credit card. Both I have my Esper credit card, but everything there is all on the credit card. No cash. Even if you go outside, and we were leaving, we stopped at a bar. They have a couple of cold beers, and even the bar, the only thing the bar accepted was a credit card.
Well, you know,
They don't want.
I was up there in Detroit for last year. Yeah, it was last year for the championship game with San Francisco. We were gonna go to a sports bar, me and Ann. Yeah, we looked online and decided that Harry's would be a good sports bar to go to, you know, to be amongst the fans. And the night before, I mean, she gets herself arrested at the MGM, and she's trying to laugh it off, and she's telling me, "Don't worry, I paid off the judge." And I mean, what? But no, I mean, her brother ended up giving me a ride back to Toledo.
You don't pay no judge off, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, she was lying probably.
Oh, definitely.
Nah, she was trying to set my fears at ease. But I mean, I lost a bet with her. I bet the Lions would win. I lost $200 on that bet. So, I mean, I'm not going to be gambling again anytime soon if I'm not prepared to lose.
I remember back in the day, I think there was one about Rosados. And like on Sunday mornings, you know, Coach ever open probably at 9 o'clock. Well, 9, 10 o'clock, blah, blah. And a couple guys would come in, and they would start looking at the sheet, and they would start calling them books. They started betting. One time, what was his name, Jerry? Oh, he owned a vacuum shop. He started vacuum for this. He was a big heavy gutter. He was betting some of these teams like $100 to win, $200 to win. And I looked at him and going, I can't afford that shit. Because if you lose, you got to pay double to pay the book back.
No. Don't you have to pay like a percentage of the loss?
So over there, where we were.
No, I mean, you got to pay back. You know, when you lose, you got to pay the amount you bet plus
Some places
extra.
Some places were after. But this guy would take the bet by himself. And I looked at him and go, that's a lot of fucking money. You can pay him. And Oko, he works at Lancaster school system. He was his own bookie. And he was, no problem, I'll play some bet. If you want, you want it. If you want to see us. He was back there Monday afternoon after work. Watch the money or pay the money back.
I don't know. I gotta yeah, for the Super Bowl, I gotta get the odds from the Bloodhound. He'll know how to bet. He'll tell me the odds and all the good stuff that goes along with gambling.
Well, you can bet on anything like that.
I don't know, Joe. I always like fast women and slow horses. You know what I mean?
You can bet on the coin toss. You can bet on who's going to punch first. Who's going to get the first field goal. I was pretty lucky with the Super Bowl. I won some money on the Super Bowl.
Nice bounce back. All right, Amanda, over to you.
Jody Gonzalez, Rory McIlroy. Rory, you said earlier this week you love Pebble Beach because it makes you play the game in a different way. How differently did you have to play today in these conditions?
Yeah, very differently. Yeah, I felt like the weather sort of switched on like 6 for us. And then I said to Harry on the way around, I was like, literally, let's just try to chip the ball around today. I feel like I didn't really make a full swing after that. And it got really, obviously, it got really squally, sort of around 7, 8, 9, 10 for us, which was for me to play those holes in even par was like huge. And then it started to settle, and it's a little more sheltered in that back nine. And it was nice to pick up a few birdies in the way.
Well, you picked up more than a few birdies, especially in these
I'm
conditions.
trying to think of how Pebble Beach is set up. Because I remember playing this course on video games. And I mean, it's just like playing the real course. Only you gotta, well, it's been a long time. No, back then you'd use a joystick and you'd kind of, yeah, I plugged it into my Commodore 64. And we sometimes played sports games. But one of the courses we liked playing was Pebble Beach.
For my son, well, sold his golf business thing. In the garage, he had, he used to make golf clubs and all that shit. And he had the screen, all that in the garage. And he had the golf courses. He would just punch in the computer. You could just play the course, which was really nice. But my brother one time, my niece was in California. She was a midwife, and he was in, I think, San Francisco, and he took his clubs with him, and he was going to play Pebble Beach. So when he went to play, it was going to cost him over $600 just to play the course. He go, I'm not paying $600 to play a golf course. Well, he bought 3 golf balls in his sleeve. He started Pebble Beach on it. And it cost him like.
And what he just told everybody, yeah, I played Pebble Beach. Here's the balls I bought there as a souvenir.
He called me up. He says, "I was going to play Pebble Beach today." Yeah. I said, how much was it? About $300 bucks. Oh, it was like $607. Wow. You're going to play it.
No, I don't know. Maybe it ain't that. Maybe it's pocket change in Buffalo, but here it's a lot of money.
That's a lot of fucking money. 35 hours old.
No, yeah, out in California, they tax everything. I mean, the taxes will kill you out there.
He never has won, oddly, ever in the state of California. He wasn't sure, but we fact checked it. 16. 26 wins.
You know, my sister was out there that way, and she was talking about it, how on the bill for the restaurant. She wanted to know why it cost so much money, and they were saying, "Hey, we don't make the rules out here. Look at the tax on that bill." You know,
They tax and everything.
I mean, not only do they charge too much, they're gonna tax you to death.
Lisa's daughter worked at Real Seafood, and she was a waitress. And the only thing she did was take the orders down. And she made a ton of money when she was making $500, $600, $700 a night. I'm going, and then we would go there, the waitress would come over, take our orders and everything else, and bring our food over and all.
Well, what I want to know is how she affords rent. Oh,
I looked at recently one day, I'm going, I didn't just work at a restaurant, the waitress took care of everything. All right, so all we did, blah, blah, blah. And one night she worked at Real Seafood on New Year's Eve. She came home, she says, well, I made $1,400 tonight. I go, really? I said, you just split there with everybody else's? No, that's all my money. I'm going, what did the other people make?
The top players you mentioned, at least one here, 2014.
That was a bus boy, to give any money to the cook. I don't know, they made a lot of money. I don't know about that.
I don't know, Joe. I worked the Hobart dishwasher for a real long time when I was still working. I'll tell you, they will bust your butt in there. And I mean, I was working in the kitchen with a bunch of Mexicans, and they'd bring tequila to work, and I'd let them have some of my vodka. Yeah, they let us drink on the job. And I mean, they asked us, hey, don't smoke no weed in here. But, you know, they let you drink, so we were cool with that. I'm telling you, man, there's all kinds of shenanigans going on at work around this area.
I went there recently, I had some nice waitresses, before they left, they were clear, this is for you, and I'm going, oh, thank you. They would give me $5, $10. Okay, that's fine. But they made $120 a night or something. They got Saturdays in the winter time, when the snowmobiles came in.
Getting some action today.
I said, I'm ready to leave, so if you guys need anything, let me know. All the snowmobiles that come in, just, can you stay? I'm going, yeah. They want chicken wings, and they want roast beef sandwiches. And, I didn't get out until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going, well, I always look at it, I go, make sure you're on. I'm going to stay, but make sure you take care of me. The snowmobiles, they drank, and they always look fucking extra money. Especially if they might fucking roast beef sandwiches. Oh,
I don't know, Joe. I mean, every year, dumbasses get caught out on the ice. Every year, ice fishing out on Lake Erie. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, not even a decade ago, you could drive your truck onto that ice.
oh yeah.
And I mean, the neighborhood kids will like shovel off a rink.
Oh, yeah. You used to do that all
and
the
we
time.
take turns playing. And like I was a halfway decent goalie. And you know, we didn't have any pads, and I didn't have a goalie mask. You know, the Jason mask. Yeah, I mean, we played with a lacrosse ball, and I mean, my buddy Steve, he get in fights. He'd say, "Don't mess with my goalie."
Remember one day I used to play for the Boys Club League. We had Calvin, he was our coach. And he says, and we had a good team. We had a real good team. We won every game. And we were warming up, and Calvin said, keep everything low. Don't take
What,
any.
you played on a rink?
Oh, yeah. I played for.
No way. We always had to play out on the Ottawa River.
Well, I played on the creek and everything else. And Calvin says, keep everything low. Don't shoot anything high. Just like you said, the Jason mask. And Johnny Lebecky had the mask on. And all of a sudden, Gary Bookoff took a slap shot high, hit him right in the fucking side of the mask, opened his fucking whole face up.
Oh.
We had Ronnie Cromer as our backup goaltender. And we thought, I said, holy fuck, you know, we were playing one of the better teams in Boys Club. They had to call the first aid squad, the ambulance came, the fire department came, blah, blah, we had stitches.
I don't know, man. I mean,
We all looked at Gary and said, what did he think? Keep everything low. Well, after that was it, man. Gary,
I don't know. I had
Gary
my
went off.
teeth worked
Gary-
on after
Gary
some of
went off.
our games.
Gary went off like a man. We killed that team like 16-0.
No, I wasn't really good at skating, and that's kind of why I decided to play the goalie. But no, I never played for the CYO or anything like that.
Oh, now hockey's very, very expensive. Oh my God.
Is it?
Oh,
Well,
my I know.
in elementary school, I did play soccer.
Lisa's girlfriend, her grandson plays hockey, and she just bought him a hockey stick. But bought him skates, bought him, you know, like the hockey stick was like $200 some. I said, what the fuck? So one day we went to watch him play. He's only like 11 years old.
Oh, go to Dick's Sporting Goods.
No,
You
those
shouldn't have to pay
Oh, those sticks are
$200
just as
for a
much- those-
stick.
Those sticks are just expensive over there. And so I went to the pro shop just to look around. And I used to play with CCM's tax. And they would cost me probably like $80, $90. I looked at the fucking skates there. They were like $800 fucking dollars for a pair of skates. I go, holy fuck. Gloves were like $1,000 for a pair of gloves.
Hey, the TV is screwing up. We can't watch the game.
I'm going in here. I gotta go check them. Here you go.
Right, I'll find something to watch. Well, what do you know?
Oh, hockey's in.
Speak of the devil.
They put the
This will
scissors in.
be a little more interesting than golf.
All right, I don't go suck on Jeffrey. Go home, I'm gonna eat my two waffles. If the blinds open, if the blinds have to play closed. I always tell them, keep the blind open so I can take a look at you.
Well, I mean, he's gonna get better, isn't he?
Call. I have no clue. I ain't the doctor. I know one thing.
Well, you worked as an EMT.
What he needs is a breathing machine,
Oh,
and he doesn't have one, and they won't give him one. So that's not up to me. That's what he needs is a breathing machine. He needs to breathe. They won't give him one. All right, kiddo. Talk to you later.
all right,
Watch your leg.
right,
Okay, talk to you later.
all right. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
You saved hundreds. Where do we start?
Isn't the economy?
Yes. It is. It's so many things.
Right.
Look, all you really need